Kevin Smith, fourth-round pick out of Maryland, went to Columbia High School, and boy, he tore up the Class A Lansing, 355, 7 homers, 44 RBIs, an OPS that is out of sight in 46 games, gets the promotion to Dunedin, and between Class A Lansing and Advanced A Dunedin, Kevin hitting .307, 22 dingers, 31 doubles, 86 RBIs, 28 stolen bases. That's pretty good. Let's bring on Kevin Smith, KJ, to join us, the Blue Jays Class A Advanced shortstop. Kevin, Roger, and Chris in your hometown. Good morning.
Good morning, Raj. Thanks for having me.
How you doing? So I just read off those stats. Does that mean you're ahead of schedule of where they even thought you might be at this point in time?
I guess for some people, I mean, I still got a lot that I want to work on and get better at. So, I wouldn't really say that there's a schedule for it. I mean, I want to, get to the big league as quick as I can and try and do everything that I can do to get there. So I'm just excited, and I'm happy with the guys I'm surrounded with here and the help that we have. I mean, this year I've learned probably more than I have in my whole life just about baseball and the routine and the process and what goes on in pro ball. So it's been a lot of fun.
What's the grind been like, Kevin?
It's long and there's definitely some stuff that you got to work through, but at the end of the day, I'm playing baseball for a living, so you can't really complain about much. I'm having fun. It's something that I've always wanted to do my whole life. So, just being with your teammates day in and day out and learning with the coaches. And, there's going to be ups and downs just like everything else in life, but, there's really no complaints. What
kind of groove are you in right now? You playing obviously you can play better, but are you playing about as well as you can play, at least at the plate and in the field? It looks like you've got a lot of things going pretty well for you right now.
Yeah, it's up and down. You try to, work on some stuff and figure some things out. So, I wouldn't say that I'm content with where I'm at. I'm trying to learn every day and get better at stuff every day. And sometimes stuff works and sometimes it doesn't. So, it's a fun journey, though. It's kind of fun to be here with guys and learn to take things in and try new stuff. And, you're obviously not where you want to be yet, so there's no real reason to kind of get content with it. You always have to be learning and growing, and hopefully, stuff will just keep clicking as you go up.
Columbia High grad Kevin Smith with us here on Big Board Sports 104.5, the Team ESPN Radio, playing with the Blue Jays affiliate in Dunedin. That's Class A Advanced, and doing just fine down there, that's for sure. Kev, you've played a few different positions this year. Is that new for you? I know you're drafted as a shortstop. That's where you played at Maryland and certainly in high school, but I know you've logged some games at third and second base as well.
Yeah, it's definitely new, and it's actually one of the things that I've enjoyed most about this year is just getting out there, playing different positions. You got to learn some different footwork. You got to be some, different responsibilities on bump plays and cutoffs and stuff like that. So, I really haven't played anywhere other than short in about probably 5 or 6 years since I pitched at Columbia. So it's been different, but it's been fun. I think it's helping me, especially at short, just because I can get the balls different. I'm learning how to take different routes and learn how to make different throws on the run and stuff like that. So, it's been different, but it's been fun. I'm lucky to have a lot of guys, around me that have played a lot of positions, have been in pro ball for a little while. So, trying to take everything in from them that I can.
What's the next step, Kevin, for you, obviously in Dunedin? Where do you go from here? When do you make your next move?
Yeah, so the season's wrapping up in about 2 weeks. We got playoffs after that. And then it's just coming back home. I'll work out with some guys back home over at the South Troy Dodgers facility. We got a lot of help from Brian Matthews. He's been helping me out a lot with stuff, just trying to stay healthy throughout the season and little aches and pains and stuff like that. He's great with. And then, just put the work in this off season and come back down and see what you got for next season. Double A's in New Hampshire, and then triple A's in Buffalo. So, it'll be fun. I don't want to look too far ahead because I want to enjoy the off season and get better in the areas that I want to get better in there. But we'll see what happens next year.
Is there a chance that next year you would start in New Hampshire Double A?
I want to think so. I don't want to, put any limits on myself, that's for sure. That's kind of the next step, and that's kind of how things usually progress. We have a pretty good system here, with the Blue Jays, where we got a lot of good players in Double A and Triple A. A lot of young kids making their debuts this year and next year in the majors. So, it's going to be exciting. It's going to be fun to see some of those guys, get moved up hopefully and make their debuts, and hopefully the guys that I'm here with now will be able to do the same thing in the next year or two.
Kev, I bumped into your dad a couple of times, and it seems he always has one Apple earphone, but in his ear he's listening to the game on his phone, and the other ear is open for whatever other conversation he's got to have going. You've mentioned a couple of times there are some things you want to work on. I know you have your priorities. What would Dad say needs work the most?
Oh, man. Probably a little better communication after games. He kind of gets the raw side of, bad games or good games and what happens. So that's probably one of them. But other than that, I mean, I'm not sure he would say too much. Probably just having a little more fun, not worrying about what happens in each game as much as I do. But that just kind of comes with the territory. So he's been great with it, and I'm lucky that I can kind of vent to him after each game whenever I need to.
You talk to him after every game?
Yeah, I would say, I probably played 130 games or so this year, probably 125 of them I've talked to him after.
And we both failed to tell him that you were going to be on this radio program this morning.
I'm going to hear about that one for a while. He's actually on his way down to Florida to bring my sister to Tampa, so I'm sure that'll be a topic of conversation.
Yeah, I'm sure. I already sent him a sorry, but you know how these things work, right? That Chris, right? You're the producer, Chris.
Oh, so you're blaming me?
Yeah, blaming me.
Okay.
That's how that works.
Kev, you mentioned the number of games you've played already this year. I mean, you haven't at any point in your career played anywhere close to that number. Are you doing anything differently to take care of your body?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's probably the biggest thing this year that I had to learn was just how to recover, how to get my body ready for the next day. And, the schedule is kind of different. I mean, you get up later, and then, you just hang out, you get something to eat, and then you head to the field. And I'm from the field, or at the field until probably, 11 o'clock each night. I probably get there around 1:32. So just getting all your work in and trying to get better at the same time, trying to be ready at 7:30 every night to play is something that's been a lot different. I had to change my nutrition up. And work with Brian Matthews a lot just on some little stuff that he can do to help me, and it's been amazing. I mean, just stuff that he can send me over text to get my body feeling right has been really helpful. So yeah, I mean, the recovery part is huge, especially when you want to play every game and you want to be out there. But it's definitely been a grind. I mean, the body's feeling at this point, everyone else's is. So the fact that Cal Ripken can go out there and play 2,100 in a row is pretty impressive.
Well, listen, it's been impressive for you. You've had a phenomenal year. Finish it up strong. Good luck postseason, and we'll talk when you get back into Albany. But speaking of trying to eat right and stay healthy, your dad and I on Friday night in Saratoga, we split a pizza and we ordered chicken wings.
That's healthy. You split it. You didn't go all in.
Well, we didn't split the wings.
Well, all right.
I don't think I've ever seen my dad split wings. So.
It's all good. Hey, KJ, keep up the great work. We'll talk soon, all right?
Keep killing it, man.
I appreciate it. Thanks, guys.